Welcome to the Carolina Beat. I'm Chad Greenhill in the studio with Juliana Monroe from Lotus Wellness Center of Jacksonville, talking about the lifestyle-aging connection. Juliana, it's been a well-known topic of discussion that certain lifestyle factors contribute to accelerated aging. Give us some details on your perspective and what your approach is.
So our approach at Lotus is balancing the autonomic nervous system, right? But I think I want to just kind of underscore today the fact that stress or the perception of attack, okay, however we perceive it, actually does contribute to physiological changes. In fact, to anatomical changes if it's experienced consistently, repeatedly over the axis of time again. So changes in body, like in organs and cells, in body systems, and then changes in obviously how those systems interact and how they function. There's this little book here. It was written in 1920. So we've known this for a while. It's not, it's not new information. It's called Bodily Changes in Pain, Hunger, Fear, and Rage, and it was written by Walter B. Cannon, who's the father of the theory of fight or flight.
So that's where we talked about before, the parasympathetic and the sympathetic reaction to
stress, right? And whether it's imminent danger, like you're actually fighting for your life, or whether you're meeting a deadline, whether you're getting a divorce, or a funny thing, even something like coming together in a new relationship. That's actually physiologically stressful. Well, it's psychologically stressful, but it's also physiologically stressful. So just connecting that again, how we perceive the events around us. What is happening outside? And Carl Jung was a famous psychologist, said, who looks outward dreams, who looks inward awakens. So we use these five senses to observe what's going on around us. And a lot of the times, what's going on around us is very chaotic. It's frenetic, there's turmoil. We're constantly trying to prove ourselves. We're balancing, 10 different plates and juggling, 12 balls. And we think the problem is outside. But when we look inward, when we still ourselves and center ourselves just long enough, sometimes it's a minute, sometimes it's 5, however long you can, and I'll tell you, that stilling process, you realize that what's outside of you is a projection coming from within you. So how do we still our minds? How do we
How can we utilize Lotus Wellness Center to help do that?
Well, Lotus Wellness Center reminds you that the answer is within you.
Gotcha.
So just taking a couple minutes at a time to literally close your eyes and view or look at what you see on the back of your eyelids, which is nothing, and actually focusing all your concentration on what you're seeing. What that's doing is distracting you from the monkey mind chatter, that constant noise that's broadcasting on megaphones, in your mind, that puts you in fight or flight. Right? The connection is really clear that when you are calmer, when your demeanor is more positively polarized, you heal better. So that brings us back to our med spa services. When we're doing things that are that are creating tiny injuries, and we're expecting improvement, there has to be an accounting for the outlook of the individual. People who are more positive heal faster.
Oh, wow! Always informative hanging out with you. A little bit stressful, but I'm kind of working on that. You guys can visit lotusjacksonville.com to learn more and to book your lifestyle shift consult with Juliana to turn back the clock.